I think we have it, guys. I think it's finally happened. I think we got the perfect mix between a serious fighting game and an arena fighter with Bleach Rebirth of Souls. Bro, I've just been looking at gameplay recently, and all I've been thinking as I'm looking at it is, oh, this isn't a typical arena fighter for real. Like, I was speculating a lot before, but now looking at it, I was like, looking at the way people are playing it. Of course, it's a demo, so we don't know what it's gonna fully play out like, what the best characters are gonna be, anything like that. So this is all speculation, obviously, still. But from what I've been seeing, it's like they're still neutral in the game. It's like there's a lot more neutral than other anime fighters because you just kind of run in. You got ability to just lock on to people across the map and fly in some way. Chakra dash, super dash, all that extra shit. But this game might have something like that. At least in terms of dashing, it doesn't. But what I will say is, this does like a mix between an arena fighter. It has an arena fighter tropes like the behind the back camera on one character, and from what else I can see, the arenas do look huge. Like the stages look really big, and you can fight between all of them. You can start from the ground, fight in the air, all that other stuff. So it does have certain arena fighter tropes, but the gameplay itself feels, from what I can tell, it looks like I'm looking at an anime Tekken with a lot less stuff going on, obviously, in terms of moves. Like a Tekken with an extremely limited move set. But I'm not gonna lie, the characters having their own little unique mechanics and gauges make it seem cool as hell. I actually like that they did that, because I'm not gonna lie, arena fighters needed to evolve. I know there's other games that did it, but they needed to start doing this, because Storm, for me, Storm never had that really. Most characters just kind of felt like you're playing the same character. You're either running away and throwing a bunch of shit, which is not many characters. You got characters like Datara that do that, or you got characters like Rock Lee that's just straight up brawlers. And for the most part, that's what it felt like. And you get your, you get your 1 or 2 jutsus. I didn't play Storm Connection, so maybe they fixed that shit, but every character just kind of felt like the same thing. So I think adding these little extra mechanics like these gauges and stuff is gonna help out with that a lot. I will not lie, bruh. But in terms of its gameplay, it looks so fucking fun and satisfying, because I come from a background when it comes to fighting games. I come from a not super long background, I would say, but I played so much of Street Fighter 4, and that became my favorite fighting game. And Street Fighter is a neutral heavy fighting game, unless you're playing certain characters, but for the most part, you're playing some form of neutral a lot of the time, until you can kind of get going, again, whatever your character's game plan is. And that's what this game like is trying to be. Like, if you're playing a character like Byakuya, you really want to keep people away, or keep them at like a specific distance, not all the way across the map, but at a decent enough spot where you can take advantage of your freaking normals. Same thing would look like Noitora, whatever his name is, with the spoon collar. I don't know, I think that's his name. I don't know how to say that shit. If I start messing up any names in this goddamn video, don't correct me in the comments, please, bro. It's Bleach. Come on, they be having some weird shit. Like Zalapro! I don't know how you say that shit. That character look like it's a bunch of shit going on with him. I saw him put something on somebody and he can grab it later. I don't know what it does. He has luck built into him, apparently, from what the trailer said. I'm like, oh, this game is gonna be fire. I'm not gonna hold y'all, bro. There's gonna be some content. I'm gonna be making some fucking videos for this game. Not too much right now, obviously, but once the game is out officially, like, I only had the one reaction video for start, and I did the one for Ron Giku back then, but I don't think I've done any more, and I don't really plan on it. I didn't watch all the character trailers. I'm just gonna wait. The one thing I will say, I wish they didn't reveal the whole roster. I do not like that they revealed the whole roster before the game came out. At least that's what it seems like. Going off what Globku showed, I didn't even watch his video, but going off of what he said in this title, I was like, oh, this is the whole roster at the beginning? I'm not mad at the number, because apparently it's 32 characters. That's not a bad number at all. And we know there's 4 DLC characters, so 36, I guess, but it's 32 at launch. That's not a bad number at all, but the thing is, I just wish we didn't know everybody. Wish they would have left like 5 or 10 characters that they didn't tell us about. Unless there's somebody we can unlock in story or something like that. The story-wise, the story portion of the content, I wish they would have covered 1,000 Year Blood War, but it looks like they're saving that for maybe DLC. But I haven't seen a single freaking Stern Ritter, or I haven't seen Yuha Baha, whatever his name. I'm calling him Yuha. I'm not calling him anything else. None of that Yahweh shit. Bring it out of here. But Yuhabaha, I didn't see him. I didn't see Stern Ritter. So I'm assuming we're not covering any of that yet. When it comes to this game, like I said, you gotta be very careful. I'm hyped for this game, but I'm not getting extremely hyped because it's an anime game, and anime games have a terrible track record. People loved Sparking Zero. I had no hype for that game. I'm not gonna lie. The only reason I have the game is because a friend paid for it for me, because he wanted me to play with him, and then we never ended up playing it because they stopped playing it when he bought it for me. Bro, that game people were so hyped for, and within a short amount of time, that shit fell down, and now it's at like what? Then again, 2,000 to 3,000 players. I'm like, whoo, that's a hell of a fall from grace for a game that was super hyped up. I'm not gonna lie, that's a quick fall. But then again, that's a trend with arena fighters. Especially if there's not much depth to them. This game looks like it's gonna have enough depth to kind of keep you invested, but time will tell. You know, fighting games, it's a real niche genre to begin with. So a lot of people will buy them, but a lot of people won't stick with them. So we will see where things go, and I have my own theories on why people don't stick with fighting games. I'll probably make a video on that. But to wrap this up, if y'all are hyped for this game, have any characters you want to play, let me know in the comments, bro. Because the characters from the characters I've seen, a lot of them don't draw my attention, I'm not gonna lie. But the ones that are standing out, Yorichi looks fun because I do love rushdown characters. Other than her, maybe Harabel, Kenpachi, just because he's Kenpachi. That motherfucker is ugly. I will always stand on it. That's an ugly ass character, bruh. Face, not even a mother could love, bruh. Head captain don't like it either, bruh. Nobody likes that face. Even the face only Unohana could love. Shit. But I'll let all of that go because he's a badass character. I can't, as ugly as he is, he's a badass character. That's all that fucking matters. To me, at least. After those three, I don't really know who else I would play. I'd probably look into, fuck, I always forget his name. The sus boy, the guy with the 69 on his goddamn shit. He got the 69 on his cheek, bruh. That's a freaky motherfucker. And I guess Ikaku. Those like all the characters I can think of. And maybe Rangiku. From what I saw, Rangiku looked fun. But we'll see. And also, there's another reason I want to play her. I think we all know why that second reason is. But that's all I gotta say when it comes to this game right now. I'm mildly hyped for it. I do want to make some videos on it once it drops. But am I like super hyped? No, I've been burned by too many anime games. And I've seen too many people get burned. Friend Bot, Storm Connections, and Cursed Clash. Honestly, both of those are on him. He knew what he was getting into. Just because JJK was hot don't mean you gotta get the first game, especially when the game already showed us that it was gonna be shit in the trailer before it came out. Boy, still went for it. I will say, they did a good thing by giving out some free DLC from time to time though. Free DLC characters, whether you like the characters or not, free is free. I am not gonna complain about that. That's it for me though. I don't really got anything else to say. It's one of the few games I'm hyped for right now. Because Judas got pushed back. I don't know when the fuck that game is. Well, as far as I know, it got pushed back. I don't know. I don't think that game's coming out at the end of March. But we'll see where things go. That's it for me. True Kingston, and I'm out.